And at the moment, I give the mental edge to Sabatini, but I think Sanchez-Vicario was great yesterday, and I don't know, I think I'll pick her to win today.
I was just looking at your advantage there. You had 4 for Gabby and 3 for Arantxa, but you're going to go for Arantxa. I think I'm going to too, actually. She's had the tougher matches. Very impressed with the way she came back yesterday. And the interesting thing, the match that sticks in my mind really was a quarter-final match last year at the Australian Open, where on obviously the same sort of surface under similar warm conditions, and Arantxa Sanchez-Vicario really thrashed Sabatini in that quarter-final, something like 6-1, 6-3. That out of their 13 matches, 3 of them have been on a hard court, which is similar to this sort of court, and Sanchez-Vicario has won 2 of the 3. So even though she's down 10-3 in the overall record, there's some reasonable, I think, signs there to suggest that she could join Emilio in winning this title.
The heads-to-heads are in favour of Sabatini 10-3, but Sabatini won the first 7 times they played.
So here we go, final of the women's singles. Long.
Well, that's actually the shot that let her down yesterday. Arantxa made a lot of errors off the forehand side. Well, it's not surprising to see these tactics from Sabatini. Just very quick up to the net, very good hands and great touch with her volleys.
False.
Well, she certainly made it look easy, and it certainly wasn't an easy shot. Very good play by Sabatini, the high defensive lob, smart tactics by her opponent to let it bounce. Gabby's worked on her serve recently. It's a slow start. Really reaches up, hits the ball at the highest point, gets the body going forward, and weight into the shot.
Good year's work in anybody's language, that. Right, so that gives the opening game of this final and fairly comfortably to Gabriela Sabatini, 1-love. Another tremendous crowd building up here for this final. White City was packed yesterday, and on these indications it looks like we're going to have the full house sign up again today, as I think you would expect with those two players on screen.
Please, in the back of the court.
The 1 and 2 seeds. Numbers 3 and 5 ranked players in the world, respectively.
Arantxa Sanchez-Vicario to serve.
Shot.
Sanchez waited for the right opportunity to come to the net, but the ability of Sabatini to be able to hit the one-handed slice gave her the winning shot.
That's a shot she couldn't do a couple of years ago.
She's worked on that. She now can slice that backhand or hit it with heavy topspin.
Love, 30.
And of the two players, Wendy, would you say that Sabatini is probably the more talented?
I think Sabatini has more of a natural tennis ability and a great athlete, but her opponent, Arantxa Sanchez-Vicario, a very tenacious player and very talented in that respect.
All.
That serve getting up a little bit. Gabby really not moving the feet there. Both players working extremely hard in that point, as we see on the low angle. Sabatini sort of fading that ball to go wider, and then that exposes the open forehand court for the volley.
Sabatini.
And that's the department of play that I think Sabatini does have the edge, the ability to produce that strong ground stroke and then follow it in even late if necessary, because she can volley a little bit better.
Sabatini leads 2-love.
Well, a great start. Any final, there's a few nerves early in the match, and if you can get off and break your opponent's serve, their first time to serve, psychologically you've established a very vital break.
Thank you. Quiet, please.
2-love.
Love.
Arantxa was runner-up here last year, so he would love to go one better, particularly as brother Emilio won the men's singles yesterday.
Well, that was good anticipation by Sabatini. And we see in the second row, in the white hat, Emilio Sanchez Sr., and in the front, the very right, the coach, Eduardo Uster, and sitting next to him, on our left, the mother, Marissa Sanchez.
Love.
The Sanchez family can sit there all day because they're involved in every final today.
Yes, men's doubles final after this, and then should time permit for us, the ladies doubles final.
$15. 17.
Well, a dream start for the top seed, Adriana Sabatini. 3 laps she leads first set. Trophy players are playing for, a beautiful Waterford crystal. And of course, as well as that, some very healthy prize money. The winner will get $45,000 US, $20,000 US to the runner-up. Someone said to me, gee, they get a lot of money, don't they? But it's not for a day's work, but really it's years and years and years of work and apprenticeship that they've served to get to this level, to be in the top 5 in the world. Love 3.
Love 15.
And the players actually don't receive all that money when they win the title, because the taxman takes his share out immediately.
Love 30.
Well, Arantxa just looking at a racket there. That's a shot that she normally would make.
She played a lot of tennis yesterday, won that singles match in 3 sets, and then had to go and play a double semi-final against Rachel McQuillan and Claudia Porvik, which she and Sukova won in 3 sets.
Play that, please.
Drink containers blowing onto the court there. Floor girl retrieving them. Cups.
That was a good idea of the chair umpire, because Gabby would have been able to see that out of the corner of her eye.
Perhaps a change of tactics for Sanchez-Vicario coming into the net there. Ground strokes are at this stage not at their normal high level, as we see her last year's record. Pretty impressive. So again, fairly straightforward error there. So she just hasn't settled down yet into this final.
Game, Sabatini.
Sabatini, on the other hand, has settled into a perfect length. She's moving the ball around nicely as well, coming in if necessary. Hardly put a foot wrong. What a great start.
First serve. Love 15.
Gabby had a great year in 1991, and only once did she fail to make the quarterfinals or better in the tournaments that she played.
15 all.
That's the part of her game that has improved a lot under the guidance of her coach, Carlos Kiermaier from Brazil. She started working with him after the French Open in 1990 and then went on to win the US Open later that year. Sabatini has also tried to do more stuff away from the courts as well. Before, she just used to think about her tennis all the time, and now she likes to go shopping, go sightseeing, more interested in photography.
All.
Well, this is the stage of the first set now, down 4-love, that Sanchez-Vicario has to try something different.
Touch.
Well,
Arantxa certainly had to earn that point. This is a difficult volley for her, but what tremendous touch with the drop volley.
Chance to get on the scoreboard in this first set.
First serve.
Gabby certainly makes the high backhand volley look easy. That is a difficult shot. You have to be very strong in order to hit that. Tremendous athlete, Gabriela Sabatini.
Clever disguise.
Advantage Sanchez-Vicario.
The advantage of being able to hit a one-handed backhand is that you can disguise the drop shot.
So the best game of the match for Arantxa Sanchez-Vicario. She's on the scoreboard. It still trails 1-4. Gabriela Sabatini in the crowd. They'd be pretty happy with the way she's going, I think. Although the signs were there for some improvement and some now settling down for Arantxa. Good variety in that last game.
Out.
linesman
Love 15.
signalled unsighted because Gabby was in his view, but quickly overruled by the chair umpire. I'll watch it from the reverse angle. You'll see that Gabby is in his line of vision. The decision made by the umpire.
Love 13. Love 40.
Looks to shrug of the shoulders there from Sanchez-Vicario group in the camp. They can't quite understand why Arantxa's committing some of these unforced errors.
Game Sabatini. Sabatini leads 5-1.
I must say, I'm a bit puzzled by it as well, Wendy. I mean, she played a good game that last one to break back and then dropped serve to Love, double folding on game point.
Well, Sabatini's not giving her opponent anything. She's made very few unforced errors and is hitting with the balls with very heavy topspin.
5-1.
15 Love.
Sabatini has directed a lot of play to Arantxa's forehand, which is the weaker side.
First serve.
Quick to take advantage of the situation there, Sabatini.
30 Love.
Not waiting for that higher ball to bounce.
Sabatini goes for her serve a lot more than her opponent, and therefore it's won a much higher percentage.
Ball.
30-15.
First double fault. Sabatini. Beautiful flowing forehand there.
Well, a very short angled shot from Sanchez-Vicario. Sabatini had her choice of where she wanted to hit that ball, perfectly placed.
Gives it 2 set points. One is all she needs, so a very comfortable first set to Gabby Sabatini in 32 minutes, 6-1. Just burying her head in the towel there, just trying to collect her thoughts. Just thinking now, what have I got to do to get back into this match? I know I can play better than this.
I don't think she should be feeling any effects of having a tough day yesterday, of playing 6 sets. Her semi-final match against Anke Huber was extremely tough. They had a lot of long rallies. They were hitting the ball so hard. And Sanchez-Vicario had to dig deep to win that match. So mentally it would have taken a little bit out of her.
Sanchez-Vicario to serve.
She's serving to open the second set with new balls.
Fifteen love. 15 all.
It's good to see players using the drop shot. Shows they're thinking out there. And a smart play because Sanchez-Vicario was behind the baseline. Sabatini was also closer to the net. Gave less time for her opponent to get to the drop shot.
A fairly low percentage shot there at 15-30 to just push a one-hander down the line off the backhand. A cross-court two-hander is so sound and solid. You'd wonder why she would attempt that. So she's down 2 break points here in this opening game of the second set.
Plus off.
Game 17 continues. He just cannot hold serve. Gabby Sabatini leads a set and 1-love. White City, where that scoreline is a little surprising, I think, to everybody. The ease with which Sabatini is winning this final. I thought it was going to be a pretty close match, and it may still be, but Gabby Sabatini's mixing up his shots beautifully. Slice, topspin, backcourt play, net play. She's doing it all here.
Love 15.
Well, it seems that Arantxa might change her tactics at the beginning of the second set and come to or try to come to the net a little bit more.
Love 13. Love 14.
No luck there for Sabatini. Tried to sneak over the net. So it does give Sanchez-Vicario an opportunity to get back into the second set. Yeah.
15-14.
Well, anticipating a more angle on that smash from Sabatini. Sanchez-Vicario does break back. 1-all, second set.
One all.
Well, that was a vital game for that one. Now the problem for her right throughout the match has been to hold serve. No trouble there for Sabatini to pass.
It's actually a mishit shot from Sabatini. Very short. Arantxa just not doing enough with the approach shot.
Love 13.
Of course, Arantxa not very tall, so when she does come to the net, she doesn't really have a great reach. So that means her approach shots have even got to be better than, say, her opponent.
Love 14.
Just a perfectly placed backhand there by Sabatini. That's too good. Sabatini again breaks serve, leads a set 2-1 in this women's final. Sabatini leads White City.
Very vocal crowd. We can see the Argentine supporters calling out for Gabby, and just sitting next to them are Arantxa supporters calling out for Arantxa. And during the break, it was non-stop chanting. A great atmosphere here at White City.
Well, I think all of the crowd really would love to see Sanchez-Vicario just pick up her game a little, get back into this match.
$15 love.
Sabatini not giving her any pace, not exchanging heavily hit ground strokes with her. Mixing up the slice and the top spin and her moves to the net. Points played by Sanchez-Vicario.
all.
Gabby just on the defensive a little bit there. Sanchez trying to punish the backhand side. And it's tough if that's the only way you're going to win points, by playing like that. And it was a winner that Sanchez-Vicario had to hit to win that point. Very few errors from Sabatini in this match so far.
Urging herself on. We know what a fighter she is.
All. It
looked a fairly tired shot. Rennie just didn't really move her feet, just didn't get into position there. Little slump of the shoulders.
Game, Sabatini. Sabatini leads 3-1.
Tennis Australia hope you're enjoying today's play on 7 Summer of Tennis.
Sabatini now in the box seat, setting a break up. 6-1, 3-1.
love 15.
Well, again, beautiful variety in that point from Sabatini. Some topspin backhand, some heavily sliced ones which skid. And that's not an easy shot to pick up if you're a two-handed backhand player. You like the ball bouncing up around waist height. You don't like trying to pick it up from around near your ankles.
Thank you. $15 all. $15-30.
And just too eager to punch that one away.
That was a difficult volley. It was below the level of the net, and Sanchez-Vicario tried to put a bit of pace on it. It wasn't the high percentage shot, but she has to go for those now because her opponent is just so tough at the moment.
$30 all.
Gabby always takes plenty of time between points. Never, ever has she played very quickly.
$40-30.
A more positive approach to that point from Sanchez-Vicario. A little clenched fist when she did win it. A surprise tactic there, a serve volley point.
Well, I think Arantxa's willing to try everything at this stage because that's only the second time in this match that she's had a game point to win her serve. And that was sort of desperation, I think.
Advantage Sanchez-Vicario.
It certainly would help Arantxa's confidence a lot for her to be able to win her serve for the first time in this match.
Deuce.
And Arantxa has to be getting quite frustrated out there because she's trying so many different things and still she can't hold her serve. And that is certainly not surprising because Sabatini is playing superb tennis, making very few unforced errors.
Moving right around.
Advantage Sabatini.
And a clever shot again from Sabatini, sensing that Sanchez-Vicario was going to make a late move to the net, so she just chipped the ball low, giving Arantxa a difficult volley, which she netted. Gabby taking plenty of time, walking around. She's eager, a point for a double break.
Game
Gets it.
Sabatini.
Really ripping through this final here now, leading 6-1, 4-1 against a rather confused Arantxa Sanchez-Vicario. Well, there's a mixture of support here. That's the Sabatini camp. The whistle blowing. I think we're at the World Cup. Not the New South Wales women's final. But it is a great atmosphere. It's good to see the crowd getting involved. I'd love to see Sanchez-Vicario get back into this match, but at this stage it looks pretty doubtful.
Arantxa's in a pretty impossible situation at the moment. What she should do is perhaps just wear her opponent out, just run her from side to side until perhaps Arantxa gets a little bit more rhythm.
Too good.
And the part of the game that Gabby has improved is the volley. And she doesn't always come in on some of those approach shots. She waits until her opponent has committed the shot and then moves in. And Gabby much more successful at the net.
30-15.
Again, a mixture of spin from Sabatini. Either the slice backhand or the top spin. And also a mixture of play from the baseline and then a move to the net where she just really volleyed superbly. I guess you're allowed to make a couple of errors in a match. Few and far between, though. Been a magnificent performance from Sabatini.
Thank you. Game Sabatini. Sabatini leads 5-1.
Oh, the Sanchez-Vicario supporters are trying like anything to lift Arantxa. And the Argentinians are just as vocal in their support for their heroine, who is in absolutely brilliant form.
Long.
must-win situation here for Arantxa Sanchez-Vicario. Has not held serve in this match yet. Down 6-1, 5-1. She must do so.
Again, the ability to take an advantageous position in a point. Sabatini just waiting and then seeing that high floating ball, electing not to let it bounce. Just moves in, takes it on the full, surprises Sanchez-Vicario. Sanchez-Vicario picking that passing shot.
Well, a great approach shot from Sabatini. Very deep, close to the line, and had no trouble at all with the backhand volley.
She's really turned into a very elegant volleyer.
Deuce.
2 points for the match. It would be a fantastic performance if Sabatini could win this in straight sets and win the entire event without dropping a set. Such a high-quality field.
First serve. Advantage Sabatini.
So match point. Crowd appreciating the way Sanchez-Vicario saved this match point. Didn't hang back. Played one of her best points.
Advantage Sabatini.
One more point, says Gabby to herself.
Gabby just taking her time, toweling down. Players have 25 seconds between points.
Thank you.
And that's the match.
Game, set, match. Sabatini. 2 sets to love. 6-1, 6-1.
Well, a fantastic performance, Wendy, wasn't it, from Gabriella Sabatini? We thought it was going to be a close match, but she was really in just outstanding form.
Gabby never gave her opponent much to work with at all. Committed very few unforced errors, served very well in the match. Arantxa, a little disappointing for her because she didn't play as well as she is capable of, especially after we saw her semi-final performance yesterday. But a great effort for Sanchez-Vicario to get to the final, but superb play from Sabatini. She was mentally so very tough out there today, and just a wide variety of shots from her, the topspin, the slice backhand, and her ability to come to the net with those volleys that she was able to capitalize on just won her that match.
Gabby just putting on the tracksuit top. And I think she'll be pretty pleased with that form, considering the Ford Australian Open starts tomorrow, and a lot of the players, if any of them have watched this match today, I think would be a little worried also if they were in her part of the draw. Just really an outstanding performance from Sabatini, winning the final in straight sets very, very comfortably over Arantxa Sanchez-Vicario. Sabatini the winner, 6-1, 6-1. For Gabriella Sabatini, match point for her, and she has won 6-1, 6-1 in a really stunning victory over Arantxa Sanchez-Vicario.
And the stats from the first set, a high percentage of first serves in play from Sabatini, winning a very high 80% of those points. But look at Sanchez-Vicario, 65% of the first serves in play, but certainly not a factor in that match. Higher unforced errors from Sanchez-Vicario, and that was a big difference in this first set. Committed too many unforced errors. The second set stats a little bit better for Sanchez-Vicario. High percentage of first serves in play. Finally won a few more of those points. But Sabatini very consistent throughout the whole match with her serve, and it was an advantage for her. More unforced errors once again from Sanchez-Vicario. Altogether, it was the serve that helped Sabatini, her ability to come to the net, and she committed less unforced errors than her opponent, who really wasn't in form today. But Gabriella Sabatini in form for the first tournament of 1992.
Today's Summer of Tennis is proudly presented to you by BP Australia, Nike, Kraft, Sorbent, Kodak, and the Daily Juice Company.
Honoured guests and ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the official presentation now. But just before we call upon the players to receive their Waterford trophies and their cheques for the first official tournament of the new year, I think a few words of thanks for a number of people are appropriate. A 64-draw tournament during 1 week, and getting through some days where the weather was something less than kind to us, is not easy. And I would like to thank, first of all, on behalf of the players and indeed the media, and I'm sure the spectators here, the officials of the Kraft Tour, the Women's Tennis Association, who work so very, very hard to make things go very, very smoothly. And of course, you don't have a tournament like this without a major sponsor. And our major sponsor this week, as I'm sure you are all aware, has been Ruffles, suitably backed up, I might add, by the people from the Intercontinental Hotel here in Sydney and, of course, Northwest Airlines. A warm round of applause for those people would indeed be appropriate. And there are many hard-working youngsters out here too that have given their time during the week to help, and their efforts should also be rewarded. I refer, of course, to the ball boys, the ball girls, and, of course, calling lines in conditions like we have here at White City is never very easy. And I think applause, too, would be appropriate for the umpires and lines people who have all done an excellent job. Ladies and gentlemen, when the players go up to receive their trophies, they will be presented this afternoon. On the dais, we have the tournament chairman and the president of the New South Wales Tennis Association, Mr. John Whittaker, the chief executive of the New South Wales Tennis Association, Barry Masters. And as I mentioned yesterday, it's the intention of the tournament to honour a past player. And the player we are honouring this afternoon has a long list of credits, and I'm sure you'll pardon me if I have to refer to notes on this one. She won the Italian titles twice, in 1967 and 68. She was runner-up there 3 times, won the French in 63 and 65, was runner-up there in 62 and 67, and was runner-up in the Australian 64 and 67. She won the New South Wales in 1966 and the doubles here 3 times, plus winning the Wimbledon doubles, the French doubles twice, the Australian doubles 3 times, the US doubles once, and the Wimbledon mixed doubles, teaming up with fiery Fred Stolle in 1961 and 64. Would you make very welcome Leslie Bowery. This is the 103rd staging of the women's singles of the New South Wales Open, this year by Ruffles. And I'd like to call upon our runner-up now, Arantxa Sanchez-Vicario, to go up the stairs to receive her trophies. Arantxa, of course, was runner-up last year. She lost to Jana Novotná. This was her 20th tour final. Our winner, ladies and gentlemen, notched up 5 wins last year, the last being the Italian Open, and this is her 21st win in a major tournament, Gabriela Sabatini. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you'd like to hear from both players, and we'll go runner-up and winner in that order. Arantxa Sanchez-Vicario, as I'm sure, has been carrying the family name and flying the flag to the fore this week at White City. She was runner-up last year. Maybe a 3rd time's going to be lucky for her. Arantxa, come over here.